after next year, I'm out of it.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
Why you retiring, Tank? Why you retiring?
What trash?
What changed? What made you?
This shit is trash, garbage. I'm out of it.
I'm trying to get so much out of this shit and get away from it. I ain't trying to be around this too much longer. I don't even want the spotlight. Y'all can have it.
You worry about taking out your competition?
Yeah, I worry about getting my money and getting out of it.
So I think it's clear Tank don't give a damn. Yeah, and a lot of the casuals will be like, oh, well, it's Jake Paul. He doesn't have to. Yeah, so much more experience than him. He's a world champion. Jake Paul is just a YouTuber. Hasn't fought nobody. Lost to Tommy Fury, the only real boxer he ever faced. And yeah, you're right. Like, all of that is true. But there is a 70-pound weight difference, so, you know, if you're a Tank fan, you would hope for Tank to take the fight seriously. And by no means am I saying he's not training at all. I would assume his team and the people around him ought to be advising him to take this guy seriously, but I just don't think he is. You know, this goes back to the Lamont Roach fight. Many sources came out during the build-up saying Tank is not himself. He's not taking camp seriously. And even in the press conferences, you could tell by his whole demeanor and just the things he was saying, like, I'm gonna get my money and get out of here.
I'm excited to be a part of this, and come March the 1st, it'll be a great event. Right now, I'm not really big on, like, you know, getting into it and stuff like that. I'm really, like, out of it right now, but come March the 1st, it's definitely gonna be a great show. Same results. Just gotta wait and see.
Like, it had a lot of Tank fans concerned. And not even 2 months ago, news broke that he was retired. People close to him were saying he's fed up with the sport, he doesn't want to do it anymore. And on top of that, he's got all these real life situations with him getting arrested, and we don't have to dive into that, but it's just a lot to take in. And, you know, for news to break out that he was retiring, fed up with the sport, to then a fight with Jake Paul being announced. And in the caption of the fight announcement, Gervonta puts, "See y'all soon, I guess." Like, I know Tank was never great at promoting fights, but that has to be the biggest, like, you know, whatever, watch it if you want. I hope this is all a stunt, and he's actually training hard as hell in secrecy. He's in a basement, he's in a dungeon somewhere, grinding away Rocky IV style, because it might not always matter if you lose, but it will depends how you lose. Like, if Tank goes out there and gets folded in under 3, then he's just shot. And you gotta wonder if it was all about the money. He made like 50 million versus Ryan Garcia. Why not revisit that? I think Mike made 30 mil versus Jake. I could see that being the right number. But even with that, I don't think the risk matches the reward. Like, people could say whatever they want. Jake will be the hardest puncher, tallest, most heaviest, not the most skilled and not the most experienced, but he will be the biggest threat Tank has faced his whole career. And that's crazy to say, but when you look at them side by side, you look at the statistics, it makes perfect sense. It's gonna look like when Floyd Mayweather went against Big Show. Like, it's gonna be huge, and it blows my mind because Tank has shown so much concern fighting anything north of 135. He wouldn't fight Ryan at 140. Won't fight Devin Haney because he said he blew up too much in weight, yet he's gonna fight someone 30 to 40 pounds heavier than the guys he kind of avoided. And you know, for all the shit Jake gets as a fighter, for the amount of time he's been doing it, he's really not that bad. Like, his performance against Nate Diaz coming off the Tommy loss, it impressed me. Like, I loved the combinations, the inside work, and you know, the guy clearly has power. He's knocked guys down with both hands, not just the right, and he knows how to set up a knockout shot, like with Woodley. You know, everyone calls that shit fake, but you can see Jake crouch down, pretend like he's going to the body, Woodley dropped his guard, and boom, he came upstairs with the right hand. That's a perfect shot. Then with Andre August, blinded him with the jab, came upstairs with the uppercut. That's pro shit. And he spends millions on trainers and training camps, just bought a fucking ranch when he already has a whole gym in Puerto Rico. So Tank's not doing what Floyd did when he fought Logan Paul. Logan had like one fight versus KSI and lost. Jake is far better than his brother. He's far better than Conor when he fought Floyd. He will be a massive threat to Tank, whether you want to admit it or not. So yeah, all we could hope for is Tank is training hard, knows what's at stake, because this is legacy. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what you think down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.